thing happened to me once when they were like, why don't you just be poor the rest of your life? And I was like, I'll show you. I have a bathroom where I record podcasts at now. Check that out, Mr. Mitchell, my 6th grade fucking shop teacher. Who's laughing now? It's me. He's dead of cancer.
So, Catrina, welcome to the Happy Hour podcast. This is kind of the way it's going to be tonight. And you were saying that you were kind of doing sketch modeling beforehand. When was the point when you were kind of like, hey, you know, I want to take this into an actual
modeling? Did she go?
Is that when people draw you, or you?
Yeah.
That's where she has to do bits like SNL style before she's like, we need you to model.
Did you say SNL style?
Yeah, that's like you do like sketch modeling. So you have to go out there like do that Jimmy Fallon bit, but also wear this.
Yeah, like sketch comedy.
Yeah. Yep. No.
Sketch you while you pose. I don't know, naked.
Kind of like Titanic. If you've ever seen Titanic.
Yeah. Yes, that's exactly what I do for a living. I get drawn like, you know, people's French girls.
Nice.
That's
I got a good story about so I went to the Great Salisbury University, okay, and I had a drawing class. It was an elective, okay, and I came and we had one of the classes for 2 of them. We had a nude model, and I happened to know this nude model because he played rugby with me, so I had to see I saw his peen and everything. It was great, but
he took a direction I did not think of taking.
There's multi facets to the story, right? One, also he would go and critique, and he's like, "Come on, man, you could like draw my penis a little bit bigger." Like he would go and criticize artists after he's done. But this is the best part of this. Okay, so the way he was positioned, he was laying on his side, like on a bench, like this, just kind of like in a semi-fetal position. Well,
Okay.
we come in and we all get to pick our seats around there. Well, my friend Sean, he showed up late to the fucking class, so he was left with one seat where he could get a view of the model. And
tell me he got the butthole.
I called it. Basically, what he had was like, as he was laying there, the guy's balls were coming out of the backside of like his legs, like this. So he had the full-on fruit basket view, and that's what he had to draw, was just the legs and this guy and my other friend's balls coming out. And that's what he did. He did that for 45 minutes, was just stare and really was work on the shading around his balls like this. It was one of my favorite. And I was sitting directly across from him, and then we just make eye contact from time to time. He was like, like a man who's seen too much.
see, days like those, I'm really, really happy I don't have balls.
Yeah. What is it called? And they do it at Camden Yards when people draw those like little cartoon sketches of you with like the big heads and stuff. What the
caricatures?
Yes. Yeah. Has anybody ever done one of those of you? Like it's your regular normal body, but then you just have this caricature head. Like that would be just insane. It's just kind of like Titanic, like the French girl, and then it just has this cartoon gigantic.
You know, I don't think they have, but you know, I suddenly want to commission someone to do that for me.
Although that would be the funniest thing if you did.
Yeah.
You were in a serious art class and they pulled that up and they were like, "Oh, and here's you." And I drew this roller coaster from Six Flags behind. This was my artistic intent behind all of it. Cool.
And with your modeling now, your model, I saw some of your stuff, and you model in the water.
Be honest,
have you ever
look at all of it?
Have you ever modeled in the water, like on rocks, like slippery rocks, and you've like slipped and thought you were gonna meet your demise falling on rocks in the water?
The worst, I've definitely slipped and like twisted ankles and stuff in the water. Honestly, the biggest fear that always crosses my head whenever I'm walking through the water and trying to not slip, fall, and die is generally just don't get my face in the water because I have makeup on and I like never wear makeup. I am one of the people that just does not like wearing makeup. So I like, for that one instance where for 3 hours of my life, I actually have a face on, I'm just like, don't ruin it. Don't get it wet. Don't fall face first into the river. Whatever you do.
Do not drown to death in the river. Do not go face first. Oh my God. And
I've had to wear makeup on one single occasion ever. And as you can tell, I'm a larger ilk, but a beautiful man nonetheless. And
Gorgeous.
every
Just
time
gorgeous.
when the lights hit me, I mean, real recognizes real. So, we both have made livings off of being ridiculously beautiful. I understand that. But when the lights hit me at this taping, I started to like halfway through my set, just like I started to look like what's the best way? Like a butter statue. Like might look like my skin was running off of me.
Yep.
It looks like I was listening to My Chemical Romance all day. You know what I mean? Like it was bad.